Yeah, this is the Infinite Ambition Podcast, episode 10. Maybe not episode 10, man. This is a very special episode for me. First of all, I ain't doing my intro right. Let me start that over. Infinite Ambition Podcast, recognize your limitless worth, damn it. Man, this is the 10th episode, and this marks a mile point in this series because after this, I'm going to start filming these episodes from now on. Yes, that's right, you heard it, man. Not just Instagram Live, not just Facebook Live, but I'm going to be filming these bitches. And the reason this episode right here is I'm so excited to do this one. It means so much to me because I'm here with my brother from another motherfucking mother. When I say down from day one, this means it's for literally day one. Fucking second grade, it's over 25 years in this life, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker right here was born and raised with him. Wasn't born with him, was raised with him. That's in Trotwood, T-Wood, Ram Country. All the way back to second grade, Master Park. The man I'm talking about is co-host of the Gym City Syndicate podcast, which you will catch on SoundCloud and YouTube and Facebook. And go ahead and like that Facebook page. This man is Jaren, the Gemini George.
What's up? What's happening, man?
Man, heard his count on many of my songs. I've been on many of his songs. We got so much to talk about. Not much time to talk about it in, so it might be a two-part episode that we're going to break down for later on. But, man, for those you don't know, any of my listeners in Colorado, this is the Gemini, the voice you hear singing and producing main tracks that he was featured on my last two albums.
Can I break it down for you right quick? Let me say something. I appreciate what you are doing, what you got going, man. It's lovely with your infinite ambition. That's good to see something that you could, spread your wings in Colorado. Cause man, and I know it's a struggle even what you've been through. How you would and your journey from getting to where you going now.
Definitely was not easy.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I'm loving the whole podcast thing. And,
Thanks, man. It's all about what you building today, based off of the peaks and valleys in life that you've been through. That makes who you are in the present. Mm-hmm. And what you're doing now is definitely going to create what you're doing in the future. So I'm trying to do anything I can to motivate others to doing something similar to what I'm doing, or even more if I have any knowledge that I've learned over the years. I can pass that down. That's why I call it brand Infinite Ambition. The slogan is recognize your limitless worth, because we all have like a blink in time on this planet. So how can you leave a mark?
Yeah.
What are you going to do to have people talking about you after you're gone?
I know you've done a lot of.
I thought you had one.
It was in the thing.
That voice y'all just heard in my background is my cousins. You know what I mean? They call him JD, J Damage, Jaren Damage. We in his spot tonight. By the way, this is the mobile episode because I'm at home. Yes, in the city that made your boy, Dayton, Ohio. So that's what I'm doing this time. So if you sound a little different, the audio is slightly different, it's because we're doing mobile today. Yeah. It being the 10th episode, it's only right that I just have Jaren on there as a guest.
Right. Where should we start though?
Can we start anywhere?
Well, what was it? When we start writing, like in junior high,
something like that ish. Yeah.
Junior high. Yeah. I remember that.
Call myself writing, wasn't really writing shit though.
But you had like notebook full of
just full of scratch. Like what I thought. I didn't even know how to write a song. I was just writing lines that rhymed and shit. Thought I knew what I was doing. I didn't. But
I started out I say the musical side is more weighs out more than the lyrical side. Even though I try to push my lyricism the highest I can get it.
Yeah.
And but I started playing drums in the church.
Right. I know that. Yeah.
And then listening to hip hop albums and stuff made me want to get involved with the music, even though I didn't know how to play. I don't know how to play piano like that. But I tell you this, you heard it.
Yeah.
I do not know how to play piano, but I will get a sound to where I need to where it to be.
You understand melody?
Yeah. If I have to, if I'll do a key or whatever, but you tell me what note that was, and I can tell you.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm still at the beginning stages of learning piano. Like I know a few of the basics, beginnings. I can't write a song yet, I can't play a song yet, but I can do a couple notes here and there. I can't put together a melody on the spot. I'll be all day at that shit.
Yeah. Yes.
I remember one day I can't remember. I guess it was like freshman year of high school or 8th grade or whatever. We was gonna go see a movie. Me, you, Brian, and your mom. but we stopped at a church first.
No. That was
Power Team. What did I say? Power Team.
Yeah.
We stopped at the church first, and
That's where it was at. It was at the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had it's like a little service was in there first for a while. Like, I remember you said something. I was just walking in like, I wonder if they're gonna let me play the drums, and I'm thinking like, oh God, at the time I didn't know you played the drums. Cause it was like
no, that was different. That was a youth. We took a trip to youth, and I invited you. It was like a youth.
Okay, yeah,
like a youth thing. We went to another church, and they was having youth service. And after service, that's when they took us. They said everybody. They took us all bowling.
Okay.
So
that's what it was.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. At the time, I didn't know you played the drums. I thought. Cause I remember we just came out. Fresh out of band, was in the band in 6th, 5th grade, one of those years. Both playing the trumpet, and that's all I knew. Just after that, then like ended up fast forward maybe sometime in the middle of high school is when I started like trying to actually write songs and shit. Cause I was meeting a couple of other homies that knew how to write, so I was trying to write some rhymes there. Still garbage, still didn't know what I was doing. Just writing like rap, like just pages of rhymes. And so,
but see, no, but the funny thing is, we was both right. We was both reading up. We was like,
yeah. But then blowing each other, hyping each other up and shit like this is the bars. Like the bars gonna take millions one day.
We go back down probably reading. We be like, what is garbage?
Yeah.
I know my stuff was. I'm like, I ran into a rhyme. I forgot what rhyme it was. I wrote something. I was like, man, what kind of stuff was I on?
I know a couple rhymes. I'm not even gonna repeat that. I remember. Like, bro. So I was trying to imitate my favorite artist at the time. Because at the time, I'm like, I got in trouble for having the bags report card. My mom took away everything in my room. All I had left was like a busted ass radio and some drawings that I drew all over my picture all over the walls.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I'm hearing the songs on the radio, trying to make these little mixtapes, like record songs, push the stop and go on the cassettes, trying to record the radio. And I'm hearing them so much, like
Club 9 Deuce.
Yep. I was hearing them so much, like
Scano.
I'm trying to shout out. I'm trying to write like those artists. I'm hearing like listening to like my favorite group, Bone, listening to the Brad, all type of shit I was out at the time. I'm banging it, and then I'm like trying to write like them, trying to think maybe I can do this one day. I don't know. I'm just having fun with it because that's all I had in my room. Then it's evolved to senior year, and I graduated. And I'm like, okay, this is trash, but I'm gonna keep this just again. I still got those to this day, 96, 97, 98. I still got those in the tuck at home. But you though. What that? ICB?
ICB. Yeah, well, that's when you went to. After you went. You was already in the military though.
Yeah, went to straight to military high school in '99, summer.
Yeah, but we used to write stuff to like different songs. Like you know this beat, that beat. Because I remember that one beat. It was off the C Murder Boss Cellini with Dash.
Oh yeah.
Yup. I forgot what the song was called.
Just a little bit. I wasn't Ghetto Boy. It was Ghetto Boy. Just a little Ghetto Boy.
No. That wasn't it. That was something else. What was it?
That's what. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yup. That's what it was. Yup. But anyway,
I found it was called up. Yeah,
I used to do it. I remember money stacking like shit. Man. We was just doing that, and then. On my part, when you went away to when you went away to military, I had this is funny. I had a PlayStation. I had the MTV Music Generator, right? Mm-hmm. So I made my beats on there. So what I did was,
I played that shit too.
My dad had a stereo system.
Okay.
And he had 2 tape decks. He had a what's the one? A receiver.
Okay.
That hooked up his turntable. His CD player, you put on video, so whatever on TV you could go through there.
Right.
So that's what I did. I put on video. I had the tape decks, right? I put one tape there. Did the instrument. I had a mic, right? I put in a mic jack. I had the mic, the little knob that had on the volume.
Oh yeah.
So what I did was I rapped during that. I used to rap on instrumental. That's how I got Dr. Nabu.
Right. I remember that you told me that. you used to have all the audio video equipment in back in I can't. It was like a studio, I thought it was a studio radio station back there, and all them millions of records.
It was in the living room though.
Okay.
Dr. Nabu was that's when one of my exes, she did me wrong. My first heartbreak, man. I was mad too.
It's on the first diss record he ever made.
So I just it's hilarious. I just sat in the living room one time and just wrote a rhyme. It was dissing her, man. It was just so it was no whole bars with that.
We laugh about that shit to this day. That song.
But anyway, I did that, and then recorded that on tape, and then I would play the tape, and record a fresh new tape, and do my background vocals.
Oh, okay.
So I was doing.
You understood tracking already before you went to school.
Yep. So then after that, later on, I wanted to go to ICB, so I was accepted to ICB. And I got in there, was about to learn, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's that experience like? What was your favorite parts? What do you think you learned the most from ICB?
Mixing, going up there and find out it's a lot to do, but then when you do hands-on and you do it, it's like you can lose yourself in that. I understand what because my favorite is DJ Quick. Right. His plus skill is mixing. He's done mix on All Eyes on Me, majority of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why it sounds so damn good.
Yeah, that does. But it's just when you get in there, you lose it. And I remember 9/11. I was doing my final for Mixdown. It was a final, and I had to mix a rock song.
Okay.
I mixed that bad boy, and in the middle of mixing it, my professor comes in and say, "Hey man, they hit the Twin Towers," and I'm out. They hit the first Twin Tower, so we go outside, and we're by Wright Pat, right down the street from Wright Pat.
Oh, wow.
That's what that is. That's on the east side. And
east side of Dayton, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, Wright Pat is the number one Air Force base in America, probably. But we was out sitting outside, listening to the radio on what happened. Alright, man, so I did my mix down, and after the mix down, and I told him, my final, he was like, "Man, you gonna do something good, man, with this mixing." And it's fun. It's mixing is real fun. It's fun. It's like you get to add your own ingredients into it. Mm-hmm. There's a saying when you go, there's no rules, only guidelines for the recording and mixing process when you're doing all that.
Right.
So, I just learned to do that, and then, I've actually recorded and did some stuff where, as you guys know, what's the songs.
Where did we start with that?
Because we linked up. What's the first time?
The first one we did, it was the Thunder in the Wood, the first version. Now, the Thunder is a song that never came out. It's like it's kind of a demo for both of us. Mm-hmm. It was my very first time in any kind of studio. I recorded myself, period. So I didn't know. I had no idea how to record. I was kind of enunciating on the mic. Nothing about recording. Nothing like how I know now. So looking back, I sound like straight trash. But we had so much fun because Griff was on the Thunder with all three of us.
Yep.
And it's a beat that you and him made together, or
I made. That was me.
He was live on the drums, y'all. Back there in the studio.
Yeah, I did. Actually, I learned. I didn't even learn programming yet. Griff had the MPC. That's how we looked up with 7 Letter, because I met him because he ran studio time. But one day I don't know if I was at the school or whatever, and he showed me some stuff,
right? And
he went to Studio B because he ran Studio B. He was like the guy that sits in. And,
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So then that's when I met him, and we did this song. We didn't do a song. He had this beat. It was playing, but I noticed it ain't got no bass line in it. So I was like, let me show you this bass line. Yeah, I forgot the song was called "The Streets Are Funky" or something, but it was good. So I did the bass line, and he was like, "What?" He like, "What'd you do?" He's like, "Show me what you did." You know what I'm saying? And then we clicked from there, man. It was just click. We found out we both like Outkast, and we both from the same background too. Mm-hmm. So that's how we formed 7 Letter. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Griffin G. Child.
Yeah, Griffin G. Child, man. Moonbase Chronicles, man. That album, get that album, Moonbase Chronicles.
Double disc, Volume 2 is coming out real soon.
No, what is it?
Because you want me to design a cover for the next one. You want it to be yellow.
I think it's Moonbase Messiah, but Chronicles is out now. Moonbase Chronicles, this red and blue. Mm-hmm. It's this red and blue.
Red disc, blue disc.
Yes, but shout out to him, and that's how we click. And so then That's when we recorded. I did. He knew he had an MPC.
Yeah.
First he had a Boss DR5. Then he went and bought an MPC.
Okay.
It was a steel too. The MPC XL 2000 for only like $400. But at that time it was costing maybe like $1,000.
Yeah.
Fresh. So you couldn't find none in no pawn shops in Dayton.
Right.
But he had a steal because he was a pawn shop head.
Okay.
So he went and grabbed that mug. So when we did that, there was a couple other cuts. But I did Thunder live on drums.
Yeah. That was dope.
That was my thing because that's all I knew, live on drums. But I get on the bass and or do whatever
in the
what
studio.
I need to do. Yeah, but that's how we did it,
Y'all dropped a verse on there, and you still got that CD? Cause I just want to hear it again, man. I still remember most of my ankles spit on this podcast, but I still remember most of my lyrics from that song too.
I got it somewhere.
That shit was kind of cold though.
It's in the shop.
Even for me, it's super amateur and like me still not knowing myself yet, knowing my sound or my style yet. I just like
sometimes I wonder why these haters trying to stick us with you.
My introduction of the hell up of percussion. I'm busting and thinking busting names to talk a lot of nothing sharp compressed like jaws, diamond ring with no flow, some shit like that.
I'm thinking of your records. What you think I'm a pause? Some things not.
Man, habit. I see the mic, band grab like a natural disaster.
It's just automatic. I'm not. It's
been a long time, shit, man. You drank a lot of alcohol over the last 20 years, smoked a lot of weed.
Yeah,
man. But though, yeah, I had this song called "The Wood" that I wrote prior to that. It was like writing it. I was writing for practice back then. I didn't know anybody about studio time or nothing like that, so I was writing for practice. And then another session wasn't that same session. Like a year later, or some other time I came back for vacation or some shit, and we went to the studio again. We did "The Wood." The first version. We did like multiple versions of the song over time, but that the very first one. You did the beat for that too.
Yeah, I did the beat for that. Yep. I had a Concrete Jungle in mind by Above the Law, and I wanted to do something similar to that. Because that's man, Above the Law. That's that Uncle Sam Curse album. That's oh my goodness. But yeah, that Concrete Jungle. I like that. So I was like, I got a beat in mind. So what I did it. I did it before he came there, and then when he got there,
At this time, I was living in Hawaii.
Yep.
I was in the military at the time. I got out in 2002. But I would come home every once in a while for like leaving Liberty vacation. So came home, we did that, jumped in the studio, did that. I kept the CD for a while. Didn't really do anything with it just before either one of us like started our first album. But yeah, like because he knows way more. Gemini knows way more about production engineering than I do. I picked it up over the years, just being in the studio with friends of mine who are professionals and learning stuff like off videos, reading stuff, and trying out for myself. This is even before I even got my first piece of equipment in 2011. And in talking to him, watching him do it, and all this accumulating over the years, building up, that's how I learned how to know the little bit that I know now, compared to professionals who know way more than I do. And he's on a higher level than I do, but he had formal education in it, which I didn't. So I'm always picking his brain, trying to figure out how he made beats. To this day, we make beats, and we share snippets back and forth, like what you think about this, what you think about this.
Yeah.
And he'll give me his input, his advice, whatever, on what works and what doesn't work. And I take it because he knows the shit. On top of it, that's why I cannot wait for this EP that he's working on to drop.
Yes. No, we're first working on these the Double 90.
Yeah.
And then
we always got so much shit because I can't keep track half the time. So what like when you first started I remember you put out a project a while back, and what was it called again?
It was called
6181 Live.
Yeah, 6181. No, that was the first one. Yeah, 6181 Live.
Yeah. So now what happened with that one?
That one didn't make it to where I needed to where it be. I've gone through some setbacks in my years, so it's you can go through stuff and things happen. You know what I'm saying? So I moved out and got married. And, oh Lord, that's.
You still got the tracks on the top? You still got the tracks?
I still got some of them.
So you got them in the Ram Horn locked vibe vault somewhere up on Stubbs Hill.
But I'm where I need to be right now, so I can launch off. What'd you say?
I'm gonna sneak in and find him one day. Come with a Chrome shotgun like a boy from Players Club. Give me the tracks.
Oh man.
But yeah, like, what was your inspiration behind that? Because like you self-produced the whole thing. So was you on like a specific mind frame throughout the whole album? Was it themed? Was it a concept album? Like besides behind the beats, like was
You talking about live?
Yeah. Did you do sampling on there?
Live was when I did ICB. Live took more time because I was a student, and when you do student, you could do two studio times. You have about what from 1:12 to 5 or 1 to 5 or 1 to 6.
Okay.
So you have that much time to do it, and it was twice every month. So
it's not much.
It wasn't that much, but I got done what I needed to get done.
Yeah.
And there's what else? Yeah. So I called it live because 80% of it was live. And the live sound is what I fell in love with first. You know what I'm saying? I love the live sound because I'm playing the drums. I like that. I just grew up in the church playing. With just like after church we just played groove for a little bit, about 15-20 minutes.
Nice.
And that's how me and my brother, my younger brother, he's a minister, but he was playing the piano.
Right.
And
I forgot about that.
yeah, he played the piano. And me and him would groove. It's another guy that was at the church too. He knew how to play.
Okay.
And we all just groove after. You really, it was like my mom. She was the secretary of the church, and she was back there counting money.
Okay.
And all that. And so we'd be up there. We have to stay. We always be the last to leave the church. So he hang around and play with us, play me and Brian and all that. So keep us occupied, because we were teenagers. And,
right.
I was all from. I started playing from what 10, the age of 10.
Oh shit!
I was playing. So
I didn't know that.
10 up to about maybe till I was 19. 19, yeah, that's when I moved out.
See, it's the backstory stuff we're talking about, man. It's like people want to hear it, man. I mean, to know this stuff.
The inspiration behind that was just the live sound and the live that I like. Right.
A lot of my favorite beats have like a live sound to it. That's one of the reasons why like DJ Premier is one of my favorite producers. I'm not favorite DJ because the samples that he chooses has instrumentation of live instrumentation.
Oh, man.
And the samples that he chooses, the way he scratches them in. That boom bap was like just came from the live snare and just got extended.
Yeah, it's
just hard, man. Like I love that.
He's good in this craft, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, it's no rules, only guidelines. So I can't tell you can't do that. I mean, do it how you make it work. And I mean, if you can show something to Snoop, you can make a beat from chopsticks, but if you make somebody bob their head with it, the way you can you can tweak the sounds and all that. Yeah,
and that's all I want. That's all I ever wanted to do. Like when I first thought I wanted to start taking this seriously in the early 2000s, listening to one of my favorite rappers, AZ, listening to that Do or Die album, which blew my fucking world away. I wanted to throw away my first 50 raps after I heard that. I didn't. But I wanted to throw away. I'm like, this shit's trash. I gotta step my shit up for real. Like this, the whole time. Like I damn near had whiplash. My neck was sore at the end of the album. Like just my head was all over the place. I was saying pause on that. And it's just like because the beats and the lyricism, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I want to give other people the same feeling that I get when I hear songs that I love. And just because I'm such a fan of music in general, when Mom's playing all the time in the crib, she being real good at piano and playing clarinet and always playing stuff by ear. Like I'm watching a show on TV and commercials, she starts playing it. I'm like, how are you doing that? And I wanted to figure out, okay, how can I do that? How can I write and give other people that gas face? And so that's made me take it more seriously to eventually like doing shows in Hawaii, hooking up with the street arsonists, becoming part of that group, and we doing our own things for a while before finally starting on my solo album in 2011 or 12. Took like forever, like 5 years to do that album because the studio time was a bitch. But that's what motivation. Each thing motivates the next thing. That motivated me to save money and get my own equipment, whether it be secondhand or whatever. Learn how to use that equipment, so I ain't got to pay for studio time no more. Ain't got to pay a whole bunch of producers crazy fees.
Right.
And if I do pay producers, it'd be people that I was on the grind coming up. Like Gemini, I bought a beat or two off of him for my first album. And he's in a bunch of songs too. It was a Midwest stand-up, The Wood.
Oh man, that's my shit.
Take it to It's Your Night of my Motivated Underrated album.
No, I didn't make that beat.
You did that beat using the song.
You did it.
Yeah, using the song.
You did it.
Yeah, I did that beat.
I was like, okay.
He using the song. That's one of my first beats I made, by the way. First 5. And what else was you on? No Filter.
No Filter. Bodywork.
Strategy Story Never Ends Out. Bodywork remix, which he produced.
Cognac Music. You forgot about that one.
Ooh, my favorite.
Let me tell you something. Okay, go ahead.
Let me talk about Cognac Music too.
Go.
Okay.
What's your story, man? Go
on my
story.
third album, the Pages on My Roundup, Volume 2, next composition, I did a song called Cognac Music, just based off my feeling off that beat. I bought that beat, by the way. It was some offline. I didn't make that one. And he called me up one day when we talking. I don't know how he found out about it, but he told me this nigga kicked me in the ear with this beat that he made. Man.
I ain't never heard them motherfuckers so mad as fuck. I'm like, what you mad for? The beat so good, you got mad. I'm like, man,
that's how good. You know what's so good when you get mad? You get mad because you really made it. like you sent it to me or something. I played it. It must have been 6 bars in. I said, motherfucker.
Yeah, he did like Goodfellas. The top of the Goodfellas. Mother.
People so damn smooth, one of the smoothest beats ever. So I figured, you know what? Put it on the album. This is Cognac Music too. Before the beat even ended, I already knew what I was gonna write about, what the song was gonna be about. And then I'm like, I need a hook though. I wrote a hook, and it was like, kind of plain. And then he's like, man, I got a better idea. I got a hook for him to sing. Okay. So I knew you.
I had that Nate dog.
Yeah.
I didn't want to try to fight Nate dog, but I want to try to put my flavor to it.
That's when I knew. I found out he had a voice because he always told me he dabbled a little bit in singing, but I never heard it yet until then. And he sang on it, and on that album, I've gotten probably more reviews verbally from people about that song than any other song on the album. They told me that he is one of
Bodywork?
No, Cognac Music too.
Really?
Yeah. They just told me, asked me who's that singing. He said like the beat, the way it like rides out the end. And the drums was those live or was those?
Let me tell you. First of all, when was that? What year was that recorded on? What year was that?
That was on the album. So put the album out after I left Hawaii. So it was like end of 2014, beginning of 2015.
That beat was 7 years old. No lie. I recorded that in 2007.
Wow.
At Trey Ron's house. It was on the Triton, and I tried to make it as live as I could. Even I did the guitars on it and all that. I did what I could and pushed it.
Yeah.
Did that. Wanted the bass line. You know, y'all know the bass line, and I had to go with Dayton. That Dayton funk. You know, Dayton is the home of the funk. I mean, you might say George. I'll say George Clinton had the funk, but Dayton is a funk city. Yes, Fly City, Gym City, but it's funk. I call it Funk City. But Fazo, riding high. That's where I got that bass line from. So that's Fazo. Fazo is a branch off of Ohio player. But anyway, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So I was like, man, let me throw this. It was sitting in the CD. I had other songs. I had like a couple more. But let me throw this to him and see what he like. So go. But yeah, that's over 7 years, and I did it on a Triton and guitar. So that's how I did it.
Man, out of all the songs he produced, it's probably my favorite one. And it ain't got nothing to do with it being a song on my album. It's just the beat itself, you know, the way the hi-hats ride. Oh man. Blood smoke mixed with snares and hi-hats. Symbol ride like a Cadillac.
What you say? You should never come weak with Gemini on the beat.
It's like candy to your ear because it sounds so sweet.
It's nice to get somebody beat, but when they get credit back to you, might shout to your name. That feels good. It feels good.
I always try to do that when beats that I really, really love. Say the producer's name somewhere in a song. It could be an ad lib or part of a bar. It's that feeling you get, and I call it that because it makes you want to sip cognac, just chill. I'm riding or something, doing my thing. That's that shit's all about. That's what music's all about to me, is creating a feeling and embodying that feeling. Make sure somebody else feels what you was thinking when you made that beat, or because make it sound attractive to somebody's life. Whenever you hear, cause it's that feeling you get when you hear a song that's like from a long time ago, and you think like, damn, I remember when that came out, I was blah blah blah, or I said this, or I was with this person. This beat remember I was eating this food at a picnic, or this beat reminds me of Dad's cologne that smell like old wood or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's that feeling actually gives you, man.
Man, for sure, man. It's not like music, man. Music is something that shouldn't be abused. It shouldn't be to take it, lightly. It's actually it could be a lifesaver. It could be a game changer. It could bring people together. It can tear people apart.
That's why they call it universal language. Everybody understands music.
Yes, and I was at the Motown Museum like not too long ago, and they when you go there, they show you this video, and they just tell of how little background history of Motown and all that, and it just said that was during the time that the world was going crazy. You had heroin.
Yep.
You had when it popped off, it popped off at a good time. And during like the late 60s, that's when people had to come together and spread the love, because you had the Vietnam War, you had the drug epidemic, heroin,
segregation was at its high.
Yeah, and so
in your face racism was at its high, so it was like a lot of tensions were everywhere.
So it's just music is just a good thing, good thing to have. That's why I can't go nowhere without music on my mind.
Yeah.
So,
we live to the beat of a drum. Our heartbeat, boom, 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 steady pace until we change it by decreasing our blood pressure.
So this podcast is pretty good. I'm liking this podcast. I just want to. Can I shine right quick with mine?
Absolutely. I was getting to that. My next topic, but yeah, you beat me to it though.
Yeah.
I mean, before you get to that though, it's funny we went on that long storyline about cognac music. We sit here sipping cognac. Man. This episode is brought to you by the buzz of Hennessy. They ain't pay me a cent either.
The glass clean. Yeah, there we go.
Cheers up, alcohol down.
Let me tell you about that though. Side note. I kind of get giggles. I think we kind of get giggles because when we hear stuff like, we've been listening to DJ Quick, and like most of the party songs, you hear background, you hear glass clicking, like clink, clink.
Oh, I got a quick little story about that before we get into the next topic.
Go ahead.
On the song "It's Show Night" on my Motivated Underrated album.
Mm-hmm.
It's Show Night. Well, my non-singing ass tried to do a hook. I can't sing for shit, so it proves it in that song. But he did Jeremiah did the third verse. And as I'm finishing recording, as I'm mixing, before I master, I'm like, I can get some party sound effects. The software I was using at the time didn't have that. At the time, I didn't know how to download stuff off of websites as far as like sounds and beats and loops, whatever. So I'm like, went to my mic, got myself a glass and a little spoon, like just making the sounds on the mic with a spoon. And I'm like laying 3 or 4 layers of like me doing background vocals, other people talking in the background. It just came out, mixed it down, took me forever, and it came out fun. But yeah, though, like. This Jaren says it's a good thing about this podcast because it's a platform for everybody to get their whatever they want to get out there. I've always been a huge fan of podcasts. Didn't know how easy it was to do it, but I always told, I know so many people of interest, got friends that are talented, doing multiple things. For the last 3 years, I've always wanted to do it, but didn't know how. So I'm like, okay, this is simple. I got the means to do it easily. At the same time, I was thinking that I want to do it. My homie and his boy back home, what's his name?
Black Friday.
They come out the gate, hit the ground running with a podcast, and it is called
a year strong Gym City Syndicate Podcast.
Yes,
it's all right. We still in our development stages right now because we want to do more. But he got families, I got a son, we got jobs and stuff. So it's gonna slowly but surely develop.
Exactly.
We're already 7 episodes? We're getting ready to do our 7th episode, but it's been a year, so we're kind of spacing it out and time and experimenting right now. We want to expand. Like when you said we got a YouTube channel, we will have a YouTube channel soon. But we do have SoundCloud and Facebook, and we got an email, for Gmail. I'll say that later. But a word. You should start the story.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I'm a fan. I've heard all the episodes so far.
Well, here's the story. Here's the long story. I know that we're probably exceeding the limit. Are we exceeding?
We're good. We're on 35 minutes in.
Okay. Well, here's the story right quick. Okay. Now, this is while you was while you was in the military, we just graduated. I started working at Finish Line. Okay. And at the Sailor Mall, which is no more. But we went to NRM Music. I went to NRM Music one day on my break. I ran into a guy named Squall, Andre Kendrick, who graduated with
Khari and Jamal.
He having a ball. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Kane, Greg. Shout out to Black Friday. You know, Jamal. I went and met him there. You know, ran into him, you know, because I moved to school. I hung out with like last part of senior year alone, so you know, we knew each other. It was cool. And he was like, "All right, yeah, what's up? You know, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? You know, we talking for a little bit, and then I go into his truck, and he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You smoke? I'm like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I live over there behind the mall. He lived behind the mall. Like, you know, one day, get up, Will. And then he called me. He's like, man, just go to he's like, after work, just go to the mall. After work. I mean, not the mall, I'm sorry. Go to his house. He lived in an apartment complex behind the mall. And we go and watch Rap City. We have some smoke after work. So after work, I just walk over there because I didn't have a car yet. So I just walk over there to Rap City. You know what I'm saying? And it was lovely. You know, we was kicking it, chopping up, and, you know, smoking. We both like Funkadelic, Parliament, and, you know what I'm saying, Outkast and DJ Quick, and you know. So like he started bringing his friends. It was Kane, which is Greg. Shout out to Greg. He's in Hawaii. He's in the Air Force. And Jamal, who's Black Friday. So we linked up. We were all hanging all around each other. Now me and Black Friday, we didn't click like that. You know, we didn't have no headbutts, but it was just sort of like the little disagreements. I'll say that on that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we over the years, you know, over time, we just not the years, but over time, we started, you know, develop good friendship, kicking it and all that. You know what I'm saying? So one day, you know, when things come up and, you know, things happen, or, you know, people's, you know, you grow older, you don't kick it as much. So then we had jobs and all that. So we wouldn't see each other that much. And there's a time, you know, when we didn't see each other for a long period of time. So, but we still kept in touch. It was no beef or nothing. So I ran into Jamal Black Friday downtown. This was about 2001. Because about 99 is when I started, you know, when I met them. So 2001, I ran into him downtown. He was like, yeah, man, I'm about to move to Detroit. So I'm like, oh, okay, where, you know, what's up, you know. So I'll say about, after that, we still kept in touch on Facebook. Okay. I'll say it was 2017? No, 16. 2016, I went to a DJ Quick concert up in Detroit, Legends of the West, which Ice Cube closed. But that was still DJ Quick, DJ Quick, NWA, and Ice Cube, and DOC was there too. So after that, you know, I stayed a night in there, and then Jamal hit me up. Was like, man, you better hit me up. So I hit him up. And he's like, yeah, you came by, man. Where I was at downtown, so picked me up. Went to the Red Zone in Detroit. The Red Zone. He said that's the place where when you call the cops, they don't come. But it was daytime, so that was good. But we went to went there because he got some dispensary. He went to the dispensary because he got his medical card. So we went there, chopped it up for a little bit. You know, was like, okay, you know, see, you know what I'm saying? Holla at me whenever you come up here. So, okay. Sure. So then I get a call from because I said this on one of the intros. I get a call from Black Friday. He said he back in the city. Okay, so he had moved back. He said, he's like, man, I got a proposition for you. Met him. He was like, man, how about doing a podcast? At first I didn't think about it because I thought about, you know, how are my skills in broadcasting and all that? You know, I know about writing and mic stuff, and then the second was like, man, I just said fuck it, let's do it. You know, if it crash, it crash. You know what I'm saying? I learned from it. You know what I'm saying? So we did that. So we was doing episodes, and here we are, Gem City Syndicate Podcast.
Yeah, so you find that on SoundCloud and find the links also on their Facebook. But are you working on? I'm sure you probably know this. Working on like getting. You don't have to work on it. It's one thing, a simple thing to do. Get on Apple Music and all the online media stores. Because there's a lot of different, not a lot, but a few different sites that helps you get them on all of them with one shot, one small fee a year.
Even if you don't have an Apple.
Exactly, yeah. That's how I got my albums on all those different sites. I use DistroKid. It's kind of like TuneCore. It's kind of like CD Baby, but cheaper, and to give you more for your one-time fee a year, which is like $10 or $12. Super easy. I mean, well, to get on Apple Music, yeah, you gotta have when you get on iTunes, you gotta have an Apple ID. That's part of the reason why I got this iPhone.
Wow, see, I don't really fool with Apple like that. No,
Me neither.
No disrespect. But.
Me neither, but I got this just for the camera, the social media, and the Apple ID. But yeah, that's one thing about being multi-talented, and that's one thing I preach to a lot of people, is if you're skilled in more than one thing, especially while you're young, do utilize those talents much as you can without burning yourself off, because you never know which one of those is going to take off. It's a slim chance that all of them will take off, but something's going to work for you. Just keep working hard at it. Yeah. Keep building the right connection, because you're going to fall more than you come up, especially on the way up. It's just all about how long can you, like, being strong to not get discouraged, not letting any of that negative shit blow you down, because you're going to have a lot of negative shit coming at you. Right. Whether it's people, whether it's situations, whether it's money, it's going to be more hardships coming up. Now, if you do get a little success off of it, I'm not at that level yet, but just based off people I know that's been there, it's going to be equally as hard maintaining it or getting higher. So it's just staying motivated, man. Staying motivated, and like while I'm here right now, I'm only in town for 2 days, technically 2.5 days if you count the hours, coming in midnight, leaving but early in the morning, 2 days later. So I got 48 hours of block of time to do all the shit I want to do, see friends or fam, eat at my favorite eateries, you know what I'm saying, and do this podcast here. We're about to record some bars here for this beat that my man cooked up overnight, virtually, right? Like,
I don't think overnight either. It ain't all the way. It ain't all the way, but
it's enough to write to. Yeah. I wrote 2 verses on the plane. Typed on my phone, which I never do. I know everybody else loves doing that shit nowadays. I'm still a traditionalist. I like to write, just being on paper on a notepad. But I'm gonna try it this time, just having fun. And we sit here drinking, doing this podcast, and we got mad more shit to talk about. It'll take us 18 and a half days to break down everything we want to talk about, because we can do that. But right now, I just wanted to give you I just wanted to give my listeners an intro to my homie, this very talented individual right here, and to the listeners that I hope to gain in the future, and his listeners, if he hears anybody that hears this that's familiar with the Gem City Syndicate podcast, if they hear this, they'll be introduced to me a little bit. Hope I ain't talking too much. If I am, fuck it. you gotta know this shit, man. Can't hold nothing back, man. We unfiltered, uncensored, and uncooked on this podcast, damn it. That's why you want to recognize your limit in this worth and get it all out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know my social medias. If you don't, it's in the links. It's in the descriptions below. On the YouTube, Facebook, find me on YouTube, find me on everything. SoundCloud, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. You want to plug your social medias where they can find you, or you are on Black Friday?
The Gemini on Facebook. Gem City Syndicate Podcast at gmail.com. No, I'm sorry. Gem City Syndicate at gmail.com. Gem City Syndicate Podcast on SoundCloud. And Gem City Syndicate.
Those links will be
on Facebook.
Yeah. I don't know why you showed this. The camera's not showing. I seen it already.
I just wanted you to look at it, but
you're not gonna see it.
I'm still trying to know the name. So, but I think you're right. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like all kinds.
Facebook Gem City
Syndicate. Yeah. Okay. I turn for my approval. Okay, so I'll put you trying to see yourself, like Homer Simpson and shit. But yeah, I forgot the point I was about to make. Oh yeah, so yeah, the links to those links you just said will be in the description also. And yeah, like when we do another episode, even if I come back next year, or if he comes out to Colorado earlier than that, which I'm still trying to get him to do.
I'm gonna make that. We're gonna make that.
If I gotta send some goons to come out here, hit them with a bag of fried chicken and some grape soda, they're gonna kidnap your ass. Bring you out to Colorado. You coming out? So I was in Hawaii 15 years. You didn't come out once. I've been in Colorado for 4 years, and you seen you yet. So we're gonna.
Okay, I will. I got a fear of flying, man.
Fucking flight. Then gonna get you on.
Man.
I'm gonna put you in a station wagon with the wood grain on the outside. Have you come out here?
GPS. One of them analog GPS.
Yeah, ham radio, GPS and shit.
Oh man,
like 8-day trip. Somehow we're gonna get you out there. And so, like I said,
I'll definitely go.
Even if you said we out there, then we're gonna do another podcast episode, or it could be a mobile one where we just talk over Skype or Facebook, Instagram Live. Somehow we're gonna figure it out and get another episode done because we got so much more shit to talk about, man. We just touched on our music experiences and styles and the back history of us.
Yes.
Maybe we got stuff to talk about with career, family. Remember, he got a son. How is he? 6 now?
Yep. He's about to be 7 next month.
A little mini him. Man, about to be 6, man. That's a blessing. Listen, that's a whole episode within. 7, yeah. That's a whole episode within itself. Talk about that. Careers, other interests. These women out here. Just whatever pops up, man. That's what's going to be talking about, man. www.kharismind.com. Infinite Mission Podcast. Damn it, recognize your limitless worth. Stay motivated. Stay chill. We out of here. Peace.
All right, peace.